move on to the Saturday slate. We got a Sun Belt versus SEC matchup, 169, 170 on the rotation numbers on the betting card. We got Troy traveling to Baton Rouge, 49 the total across the board. This is one you want to look at SBR odds for to shop around for the best number at the sportsbook. Looks like we got Chris showing a -21 for LSU, the Greek -20.5. So Ed, this Sun Belt versus SEC matchup, I believe there's another one too with New Mexico State facing Arkansas. Which way are you looking to bet Troy LSU?
Yeah, I like the Troy side. I think LSU is a program that's not headed in the correct direction. I did not like the Ed Orgeron hire, a guy who won 3 SEC games at Mississippi in his previous head coaching job. LSU is still talented. They clearly have a talent advantage over Troy. I just think 20-21 is just too many points. And one of the reasons is that I've started doing these market rankings. So I take closing point spreads in the markets and I adjust for strength of schedule by my ranking algorithm. So it gives me a way of saying, oh, well, LSU was favored by so many points against Team B, and Team B was favored by so many points against Troy. So what should the spread be? When you work that kind of thing out. And it was interesting that market model actually predicted about a 17-18 point win for LSU. So even the market in and of itself, trying to predict itself going forward with my model, says this spread shouldn't be at 20. When I combine that with a couple other factors based on margin of victory and yards per play, my model says LSU should win by about 15. And so, Troy's a good program, has a great defense, has a senior quarterback. I think it's hard for LSU to cover that many points.
No, that's a great breakdown there. You bring up some good points. I guess I would come at you, Ed, with when you bring up points per play and things like that, we're comparing a Sun Belt team that I don't have who they've played right in front of me, but I'm sure it's not what LSU has played. So would you factor that in less?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what my math does really well. It accounts for strength of schedule. So it automatically uses the fact that LSU's played a much more difficult schedule than Troy. It counts the fact that Troy went up to Boise and gave them a game. All that stuff is in there with my math. And that's why I really like these out-of-conference games sometimes to make these comparisons. Also why I really like bowl games where you have teams from different conferences playing, because it gives a chance for the math to come through about how I adjust for strength of schedule.
Okay, good comeback. Had it covered, and no, I should have known that actually. So we got the over in USC Washington. No, what's that?
And let me just another point. Darius Geist, the running back from LSU, has been ruled out. I just checked that before we jumped on this show. At the end of the day, I don't think it matters too much. I think it just makes him slightly less explosive. So it's just that much less likely that they're going to break a rushing touchdown in the second half that lets them cover.
No, that's a good point. He's a good player. And also LSU's defensive line's real banged up. Dave Malinsky wrote about it in Point Blank this week. That, the rotation, usually when we think of LSU, they're rotating 8, 10 defensive linemen that can all get after it. This year's LSU team's a lot different. So I wouldn't be surprised if Troy put up a couple points there, Ed.
Yeah, I think so. I know you like Brandon Silvers.
Yeah, so, absolutely. So I like this Troy plus 21 as well.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.